The probable passage is a literacy strategy that draws upon the brain science of teaching and learning, requiring students to activate prior knowledge, engage with new material, and then revise or extend the original prior knowledge. This process stems from what we know about how neurons work together in the brain. When neurons are given opportunities to talk to each other with strategies that activate prior knowledge, they form larger networks of neurons, therefore making a more solid learning memory. The probable passage strategy asks students to critically examine key words they will encounter about a topic in a text, constructing an original passage about the topic using those given key words. This is an opportunity for students to make connections with the ideas which they then verify and revise after learning from the text. Teachers begin by selecting the nonfiction text they want students to read. This works well with all informational text, including excerpts from chapters in a textbook, websites, articles, etc. Once the text is selected, the teacher will extract 5 to 7 keywords or ideas that appear in the text. These words are then given to students in a concrete way. These cannot just be given to them verbally, but instead, students must be able to read them on a slide or on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard. Once the teacher has extracted the key words or ideas and displayed them for students, the students are asked to individually examine each word, brainstorming what they know about each one. Then, students will attempt to construct a description of the new topic that includes all of the key words and ideas provided to them. Finally, the students will then collaborate with a partner to revise or extend their description further. Once all students have written a description and collaborated with a partner to extend their thinking, it is time to read the text. Whether you are having students read the text silently, or with a partner, or if you are reading it to the class while they read along with you, please, no popcorn reading. Students need specific while you read instructions. With the probable passage strategy, your while you read directions will be to highlight or underline each keyword or idea as you encounter it in the text. Once students finish reading the text, they will go to each key term or idea they highlighted and add to the margins a check or a check minus. The check means they understood the idea prior to reading and they represented it correctly in their description or definition. The check minus indicates that their initial understanding of the idea did not match up to how it is used or explained in this text. Next to the check minus, they will clarify their understanding by writing in the margins. The final stage of this strategy is for students to revise their initial definitions and descriptions using a different color than their initial one. Encourage students to first layer their revisions on their initial one by inserting arrows for things they forgot, crossing out things that were incorrect, and underlining the pieces that don't need to be changed. Using a different color is critical to this strategy. First, students are able to see how much they've learned or how much they already knew. Second, the teacher can use this as a formative assessment by seeing what students' initial thoughts were, essentially where they started, and then what they learned or what misconceptions might still exist. Finally, students will write a new definition, description, or summary of the topic using all of the extracted words and their new knowledge after reading the text. The probable passage is a simple yet effective strategy to support students' literacy skills while learning about a new topic. Activating prior knowledge, engaging with the new learning, and then revising their knowledge harnesses the brain science of how the brain learns best when it can make connections to existing neurons in the brain. When these neurons are given the opportunity to learn and talk to each other, larger and more complex learning memories are made.